Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about BlockFi. But before we do, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, Darnell Jackson Crypto. Okay, so let's jump over to the agenda. Right now we're talking about BlockFi. Blocked Y in New Jersey. This is the breaking news that has exploded onto the crypto scene today. Let's jump over to the headline. This report from the Block Crypto. Here's a little article from Frank Chaparro, and he is talking about BlockFi ordered to stop opening new interest accounts in New Jersey. Popular crypto trading and lending platform BlockFi has been ordered by the New Jersey Bureau of Securities to suspend accepting new interest account users in the Garden State. All right. Now we're going to jump around to the main report on this article. This was the coverage from BlockFi. There's also a big article all about this issue published here on Forbes. So you can see this is a mainstream topic right now. So here's an article for Forbes. New Jersey Attorney General issues cease and desist order against multi-billion-dollar Bitcoin financial services platform. This article from Steve and Michael for Forbes. And they're talking about a draft press release from the New Jersey Office of the Attorney General. The Bureau of Securities is planning to issue a summary cease and desist order. And this is the first of its kind against crypto lending platforms. So it contends that BlockFi has been funding and facilitating its cryptocurrency lending and trading operations, at least partly through the sale of unregistered securities in alleged violation of relevant securities laws. The New Jersey-based firm offers interest rates between 0.25% and 8.5%, depending on the crypto asset and deposit size, in addition to a trading platform and Bitcoin rewards credit card. In comparison, according to the FDIC, the national average for interest in savings accounts is 0.06%, while a 10-year Treasury note yields 1.9%. Okay, so let me jump back to the agenda. I want to analyze a tweet talking about these charges, and then we're going to get into the why. Let's jump over to the tweet. This from the BlockFi CEO Zach Prince. So we're going to talk about we're going to cover his response, and then we're going to get into some speculation on what's happening here. So Zach Prince is responding. He says that late Monday evening, BlockFi received an order from the New Jersey Bureau of Securities regarding BlockFi interest account operations in the state of New Jersey. We remain fully operational for our existing clients in New Jersey. All aspects of the BlockFi platform continue to be accessible to our clients in New Jersey. The order calls for BlockFi to stop accepting new clients in New Jersey beginning July 22nd, 2021. And he says BlockFi is engaged in an ongoing dialogue with regulators to help them understand our products, which we believe are lawful and appropriate for crypto market participants. BIA is not a security, and we are therefore disagree with the action by the New Jersey Bureau of Securities. He says we will continue to engage with all relevant authorities to protect our clients' interests and ensure that our products remain available. Okay, so this is Zach Prince, who is the CEO of BlockFi, at BlockFi Zach for you home gamers on Twitter, and he's got the laser eyeballs. So I'm going to come back to this. Because we're talking about why this happened now. So we're going to shift gears into why. Why did they block BlockFi in New Jersey? Well, the first reason is right here in this article. Here in the Forbes article, you can see where they say, according to the FDIC, the national average for interest in savings accounts is 0.06%, while 10-year Treasury notes yield 1.19%. So this is the big reason where the jealousy is coming in. The New Jersey-based firm, BlockFi, offers interest rates between 0.25%, which is almost 5 times higher than the lowest that you can get with an interest account. And it offers up to 8.5%, which is obviously probably 7 or 8 times higher than what you can get with a 10-year Treasury. So as you can see, the problem here is competition right off the bat. So you got BlockFi paying people multiple times what they could get with a traditional bank account. And so all of a sudden, it's a problem. So this is the typical weak reaction that you would expect from the traditional regulator butthurt class of the old school financial industry. So this actually, in my opinion, is to be expected. They are mad, and I covered this attitude in a previous video, and I talked about how in that case it was the high rates of return that Coinbase was offering. So this is very interesting, and I think what you're going to find is more regulation coming for these crypto accounts that offer interest. There was a report that I did talking about Coinbase and how they are paying a high interest rate. So you'll find it on my channel. Just check me out. And the point is the same. There is a jealousy that's happening. Here's the article. Did Coinbase just kill the bank CD and savings account? So my question would be, how will Coinbase be affected in New Jersey? Because they are offering a very strong interest rate also that completely dwarfs what you could get with a traditional savings account. So are you going to see Coinbase hit with a cease and desist also? That would be my question in response to what's happening here in New Jersey. So here in a comment provided for the document by Acting Attorney General Andrew Bruck, he says, our rules are simple. If you sell securities in New Jersey, you need to comply with New Jersey's security laws. No one gets a free pass simply because they're operating in the fast evolving cryptocurrency market. Our Bureau of Securities will be monitoring this issue closely as we work to protect investors. He should have said, as we work to continue to squeeze inventors, is really what that sentence should say. He says they're working to protect investors. No, they're working to squeeze inventors. And that's who BlockFi really is these guys have invented a new way to generate a return for your savings, something that the regulators have not been able to let happen with your traditional bank accounts. So let's look into why, from another standpoint, this could happen. I'm going to go back over to Twitter. Now we're going to speculate why this could have happened from another perspective, the Twitter perspective. So in Zach's response to the New Jersey regulators, he tweeted a number of messages, and then there was a response to his response from Mr. Whale. Now, if you don't know who Mr. Whale is, he's a huge channel, 249,000 followers on Twitter, talking about crypto. And so he responds to BlockFi Zach, and he says that BlockFi is a Ponzi scheme. He says, if you're reading this, you still have time to get out. He says, I've been warning people for months, and it's slowly happening before our eyes. He claims that Zach will block me after he reads this tweet. So this video that I'm recording may be documentation for this response here from Mr. Whale. So you can check this thread to see if it's been blocked. So he has a link to it here. And so we're going to talk about what he's saying here. BlockFi is a Ponzi scheme. And he talks about how the big pages like Pompolano, who are non-stop shilling it, are being paid millions to do so. So let's see what's all going on. In their terms and conditions, it clearly states they are not responsible for any loss of funds resulted from cyber attacks or technical difficulties. That's not a good sign. He says, BlockFi reminds me of BitConnect, but branded slightly nicer, thus attracting more victims. My prediction is the founders will fake a hack in the future and exit scam millions. Stay away from these high-yield investment Ponzi schemes, which always end the same way. Wow. So here's a few responses to that. So people asking for alternatives. So people asking about their thoughts on Celsius. And Mr. Wells says they promise high returns. Greedy noobs then see big trusted guys shilling it through the referral Ponzi program and then buy in. So those are very strong words. And so what I want to do now is let's just zoom into this image. He's kind of provided some, he's got some attachment here. And in it says, we will determine the interest rate for each month in our sole discretion. And it says here what he was talking about. It says BlockFi and our third-party partners may experience cyber attacks, extreme market conditions, or other operational or technical difficulties, which could result in the immediate halt of deposits and withdrawals of cryptocurrency, either temporarily or permanently. BlockFi will not be responsible or liable for any loss or damage of any sort incurred by you as a result of such cyber attacks, operational or technical difficulties, or suspensions of deposits or withdrawals. That's not good. So you can kind of see why people are saying this. You can follow up on this thread. I will leave this as documentation of the comments. So now what I want to do is I want to just do a quick demo of BlockFi so that you can just see what is going on in the app. Okay, so I'm going to jump over right now to BlockFi. I have downloaded and installed it, and I don't have any money in the account. So you can see there I have $0 in my BlockFi account. It's very straightforward. It is very easy. So let's just, basically all you got to do is it shows you all your markets. So you can view all of the markets. And it has Bitcoin, ETH, Uniswap, Litecoin, Chainlink, BAT, PAX, and DAI. And then what you can do is select what you want to deposit. So let's just say I have Bitcoin, And then it says, oh, you don't have any money, so deposit. And to say I want to do a crypto transfer, then right away it quotes me on the types of annual percentage yields that are available. So 4% for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and 4.5% for Litecoin. The highest annual percentage rate is with DAI at 8.5%. So if you deposit DAI, they're going to pay you back an annual percentage yield of 8.5. You can get 7.5 with USDC. So that's where people are getting excited. People are getting excited because of the high return on investment. So if you wanted to deposit, you can just use the address and send money to that account. Okay, that is my BlockFi account. So if you want to send millions of dollars there, then there's really nothing I can do to stop you. Okay, so that is pretty much all it is. And then boom, your money's in the account. And as long as the money's in the account, you earn that rate and everything works out fine. But what happens if there is a problem? Well, as you could see, the information that was posted there explains that you would pretty much be on the hook if they experience technical difficulties, and that is not good. Thank you for checking out this video. I want to thank you. I want to thank every single one of you guys who liked this video. I really appreciate it. If you did not like this video, make sure you check out all my other videos. You're surely to find one that you'll like. If you don't like the video, then share it with someone who will. Until the next time, peace.